just talked about. It says, why am I scared to leave previous situations that affect my current life? So we just talked about how it's good to sit in something for a minute and learn the lesson and then move on. But then sometimes we get scared to even leave. Sometimes we get scared to move on to the next thing, even if what we're currently in is abusive. And you know what the one word is that I have for that? Familiar. We will stay in a situation longer than we should, even if it's abusive, if it's familiar. It's like, at least I know what I'm in. If I say this, they're gonna do this to me, and that hurts, but at least I know what's gonna happen here. It's familiar. It's a weird type of comfort that we develop sometimes in abusive relationships. Abuse can be physical, emotional, psychological, whatever. And what we'll end up doing is, if we ever end up breaking off from that person or that situation, we'll just find it again in somebody else, just like my coworker. She kept going to different jobs and being in the same environment because she refused to heal herself. And I believe, psychologically, she was familiar with it. And when you decide not to be familiar with a thing anymore or a person, that means you have to change. And people don't like change, by and large. Change is the scary part, because it says, why am I scared to leave a previous situation? Maybe you feel like I don't deserve better. And if I leave, I'm gonna find out what I'm already fearing in my mind, is that I don't deserve better than what I'm getting. And so you're scared to do a different thing, to go out and get rejected again. A lot of this deals with rejection too. I struggled with rejection as a kid. So a lot of it is rejection. Like, man, what if I get away from this person and I meet this new person and I get in this new environment and they reject me too though. They abuse me too. And that's when, Austin, what you said, I just give it all to God though. Like, I'm not gonna say God, you don't have to, but it's so comforting. It is an unfair advantage. It is an unfair advantage, Austin, to be like, you know what, there's somebody bigger than me who has my back no matter where I go, and I trust him. Like, that's an unfair advantage, because it brings a lot of peace. So now, based off of that, I'm gonna jump around with this one. All right, so here's a this or that moment. It says, does anxiety control your life? They're talking to me directly, so I'm gonna answer that question. But this is my